Hi everyone, welcome to the channel. This is going to be a general love reading for the collective. Not all of the messages that come through in this reading may apply to everyone watching today. So please only take in from this reading what speaks to your soul and what resonates for you and for your situation, and release the rest to the universe. So let's see what messages are coming through for the collective. What do we need to hear, please? What do we need to know? Well, this is the 8 of Cups. We'll put a few more cards out and then we'll start talking about the message that the universe is sharing with the collective today. I like to make sure that I understand the message before I start talking about it. But what else do we need to know, please? What message is coming through for the collective today? This is the Hermit. Okay, and we're going to grab one more card and then we're going to start talking about the message that is coming through. I think I understand it, but let's double check here and see what's going on. What do we need to hear? What message is coming through for the collective today, please? And we have the Sun. Well, I feel that what is happening here with this 8 of Cups, well, the 8 of Cups is the card of the runner, actually. And it tells us that your person has, for the moment, turned their back and they have walked away from you and from this connection. And I feel that that is probably the case for many of you guys watching the reading today. The 8 of Cups is about your person it's about emotional abandonment and your person not being able to handle what was happening in this relationship with you when you were spending time together before. But they are understanding so much more now about themselves in this connection because they have been doing a lot of self-reflection. That is using the Hermit card to look within themselves and have conversations on the inner planes and figuring themselves out and figuring out what it is they need to do. But the 8 of Cups is also about your person returning. It tells us the missing one is going to return. At the moment, they are in this place where they are feeling their own emotional devastation and loss. They are feeling left out. They are feeling out in the cold at the moment, but they understand that this is something that they brought upon themselves. But the 8 of Cups is also, most importantly, a card that tells us your person is getting rid of their baggage. They are learning their life lessons and they are growing and evolving the way that they need to. Picking off those things that have held them back from you and from this relationship one by one. They wish they had done it sooner. They wish they were ready for you when the two of you first met one another, but they weren't because they have been hauling that heavy baggage around with them for quite some time. Whatever that stuff is, whether it is old emotional wounds, whether it is fears and insecurities, whether it is illusions that they have built up in their mind, that is not the truth, but stories they have told themselves that keep replaying over and over in their head because that is what they are used to. But they are figuring themselves out because they are using the power of this Hermit card to find their way back to the light so they can return to you, so they can turn around and come back. Now, the Hermit card is someone who is looking within themselves. And this is what your person is doing now. This is what is giving them the answers that they have needed as to why they have been dragging this stuff around with them for as long as they have, so that they can release it and get rid of it once and for all, so it no longer bothers them or you or this connection. The Hermit is a card of self-imposed isolation. So yes, for most of you watching this reading, your person is in isolation. They're not talking. There's no contact going on between the two of you. But as well, what I'm hearing is that your person is very tired of being in that no contact space. They want to come out of the Hermit cave and start making their way towards you, towards the light of the sun. It can be very dark in the Hermit cave, especially if you are having to look at the deep, dark underbelly of the subconscious mind and address those things within you that need work. And that shadow work is a very hard place to be. And for those of you out there that are watching this reading, if you have done shadow work in the past, give yourself a big hug because you deserve a huge round of applause. It is something that is hard because you are having to look at things within you that you didn't want to look at, that you didn't want to admit. And your person is doing that at the moment because they can see where they disappointed you and they can see where they disappointed themselves as well. And they know that they probably disappointed the universe at this point. And they know that they need to make amends for all of this. They see and understand why they've done these things. This is part of the process. That is actually the biggest part of getting over this hurdle, being able to acknowledge and accept that you have done these things and that you are accountable and responsible for your life being the way that it is. But they don't want to be in that space anymore because they want to come back into the light of the sun, which is you, because you are their sunshine. You always make this person smile. You make them happy, and they want to return to the warmth of you and this love and this connection is what they're saying with this sun card showing up. But the sun is a card that tells us that there is going to be so much more peace, joy, abundance, and love in this connection as your person turns around and makes their way towards you, because the Eight of Cups is also about the missing one returning to you, because they're going to come out of this cave and they're going to start making their journey back towards you so that they can be in the light of the sun with you and this connection. But let's see what else we need to know. What other messages are coming through, please? What do we need to hear? What is happening here? The Wheel of Fortune. Well, there is so much more to this story with your person that currently meets the eye. I love the Wheel of Fortune in this deck. It is the Mermaid Tarot because it looks like one of those wheels, steering wheels that are on a pirate ship, like Captain Jack Sparrow used. But the Wheel of Fortune is all about, there is so much more to this story than where it currently stands. There is more to come because the Wheel of Fortune is the wheel of the universe, and the universe is constantly turning and shifting and changing and evolving. Every blink of an eye creates a shift in the universe, and from one moment to the next, things can change in this connection with your person because the Wheel of Fortune is all about change. And with it being next to the sun that comes right before it, it is talking about the positive change that is happening in this connection with your person. But at the moment, things are in this place where they are getting ready to shift, where things are about to get different because your person wants to come out of hiding. They want to come out of their little cave, their little hidey hole, and come back into the light of you and of this connection, back into the light of the sun and of the universe, and start making their journey back towards you. Positive change is coming with the Wheel of Fortune being here, but it also tells us that you and your person have unfinished business and there is so much more to come. And the best for you and your person is actually yet to come. But let's see what else we need to know for this reading today, please. Well, that was fun. Okay, so let's see what we have here. We have the Ace of Cups. We have the Emperor. We have the Three of Cups. And we have the Knight of Cups. Okay, so the Ace of Cups is about your person wanting to start fresh. It is about them wanting to start over. They are hoping that you are going to give them an opportunity to make their way back into your life. They're hoping that you're going to give them another chance. They're hoping that you're going to listen to what they have to say and that their apology is going to be enough, as well as them showing you how they have changed, because this is about them wanting to begin again. Positive change is coming with that Wheel of Fortune being here. But the Ace of Cups is all about beginning again. Let's start over. Let's start fresh. This time, though, I will be able to open my heart to you. I know I've let you down, and I know I disappointed you. And I know that I need to be different, and I need to act different. And I have been working on these things while we have been away from each other. And I promise you that I will be different moving forward with you, because I don't want to lose this opportunity to be with you if you still want to be with me, because I think that we can make a powerful couple moving forward. And I have had to learn these lessons while I have been away from you, up in this place of self-isolation. And I have not liked it at all, and I chose to do it the hard way, but yet I still had to change and evolve. I know I've been a disappointment to you and also to myself, and I have been working on myself to make sure that I am worthy of you and worthy of this love, because I want it all with you if you are willing to accept me back, because I do love you. And I need to start showing you and telling you how I love you. And I understand that that is one of the many mistakes that I made in this connection when we were spending time together before. But I am finding my strength, my confidence, and my power. And that is what this Emperor card is all about. Your person finding their strength, their confidence, and their power. Because the Emperor The energy of the Emperor is someone who's successful. They're confident. They're courageous. They do what is necessary. They make things happen. And this is going to be your person as they start this journey back towards you, doing what is necessary, doing what it takes, moving mountains if they have to make sure that they can get back to you and to this light of this relationship, the light that is you, because you are the light in this person's life. You are the lighthouse to their darkness, and they have come through a tremendous darkness to be able to come back towards you because they have had to look at all of their crap. And that is a difficult thing to do that shadow work, to really address those things within us that are, well, dysfunctional and toxic is the bottom line, actually. But they are working through it because they have the power of the Emperor behind them. The Emperor is ruled by Aries. The Hermit is ruled by Virgo. So if you or your person have your sun, moon, or rising signs in Aries or Virgo, this can be a place of validation, but you don't have to be any of the signs that I call out during this reading today. It is more important that we concentrate on the cards and how they relate to the other cards that are around them, because that is what is delivering this message to the collective. Please just take what resonates and let the rest go. But the Emperor is also ruled by the planet Mars, and your person is going to be coming at you with everything they have, and they will be confident, and they will be brave, and they will do what is necessary. If they have to crawl across broken glass on their hands and knees to get to you, this is what your person is going to be willing to do, because they have had a major wake-up call, and they see where they have fallen short in so many areas in this connection, hurting you, but also with other things in their life, perhaps with other relationships they have with friends or family, perhaps in their job or their career. They see where they have not been as successful as they could have been, and they are wanting to make these changes now. And that is why that Emperor card showed up, because it is about your person having a plan and following through with that plan to make it happen. Your person returning with a lot of willpower, with a lot of focus, with a lot of strength as well. We also have the Three of Cups, and that is about your person wanting to spend time with you. They want to see you. They want to hang out. They want to do something fun. They want to do something social. They want to go on a date. But the Three of Cups is also a card of reunion. Your person desiring this reunion with you, and then this fresh start that comes with that Ace of Cups, beginning again, starting over. Only this time, their heart will be open and in alignment with yours. That brick wall that has been protecting your person's heart is going to be gone because they have been chipping away at it. And you began that chipping away when the two of you were spending time together before. Actually, what I feel is when you first met one another, that heart wall, the wall around their heart was starting to be chipped away at then, and they could feel it, and that can very well be the reason why they ran and ghosted from this connection as well, because their heart was opening and they wanted to keep it safe and they wanted to keep it protected because they had been holding on to old emotional baggage, which is why that Eight of Cups came up as the first card today. I have to release this emotional baggage. It is holding me back in all areas of my life, but especially from this connection with you, because I want to open my heart to you. I want to follow my heart because my heart is leading me back to you. And that is what that Knight of Cups is about. Your person being able to open their heart and come back to you because they are following their heart. And your person returning, being able to tell you how they feel about you, being able to be vulnerable with you, being able to share everything with you as the two of you have this opportunity to start over. The Knight of Cups is a water sign, so that is Pisces, Cancer, and Scorpio. But the energy of the Knight of Cups is so very beautiful because they're able to talk about their feelings. They can talk about love. They started to perhaps like romantic movies if this is something they weren't open to watching in the past, or romantic comedies or those sitcom things or whatever they are. I don't remember the names of any of them. But this is about your person doing all of the things, all of the romantic things, sending you sweet notes throughout the day, text messaging you, calling you at lunchtime, bringing you lunch, making you dinner, making you a hot bath, giving you a massage, rubbing your feet, whatever it is. This is about your person doing what is necessary to pamper you and to love you because they want to be overtly romantic with you as you rebuild this relationship, because they want to show you and tell you all the time how much they love you. And that is the energy of that Knight of Cups coming towards you. And that is regardless of your sign or your person's sign or gender or anything else. This is the energy of the reading. Let's see what else. Let's see what else we need to know. What other messages are coming through, please? What do we need to hear? The Four of Cups. Well, your person definitely sees where they fall short. They definitely see it because they understand that they didn't make you a priority in the past, and they should have spent more time with you. They should have been more involved in you and in this relationship. They should have invested more time, effort, and energy into building a partnership with you back then, but they didn't because they wouldn't, or they couldn't, because it was scary to them. But they are coming out of that hermit cave, no longer being afraid. No longer being fearful. They will be on the other side of these things that have held them back from you, because that Eight of Cups is about them getting rid of that baggage. Whatever it is, whether it is fears and insecurities and illusions, whether it is low self-esteem and lack of confidence, all of those things are going to be gone, because speaking of confidence, the Emperor has it all. And this is the energy of your person coming towards you. Your person sees there were many missed opportunities to spend time with you in the past, and they are, at the moment, dwelling so very much on their guilt and their regret and the remorse for not spending more time with you and not devoting more energy and effort to this connection. But moving forward, things are changing, and things are going to be very different concerning this connection with your person. But let's see what else. See what else we need to know for this message today, please. The Queen of Wands. Well, there's a lot of passion here coming through from your person with this Queen of Wands being here. Excuse me, but there's also a lot of love, because the Queen of Wands is the perfect blending of water and fire. And when we consider the perfect blending of water and fire, we have to think of things like emotions and feelings, passion and spiritual growth. And your person showing back up with you with a lot of passion, but a lot of love as well. Now, with the Queen of Wands being here, it tells us that your person sees you as a mover and a shaker. They see you as someone who makes things happen. You're very dedicated, perhaps, to your job, to your profession, to your career. And they can acknowledge this with the Queen of Wands being here. But it also tells us that they know they need to respect you. And they will definitely respect you as they return, because you guys watching the reading, will make sure that they respect you, because you may set boundaries with them. And you would also enforce those boundaries. But they know that when they return, you're going to mean what you say and say what you mean. And there's not going to be any reading between the lines for this person. And you won't be reading between the lines anymore either, because your person is going to show you through words and actions all the time how they feel about you. And that in and of itself is going to give you a much greater sense of comfort and your own stability within you, because you will know directly from this person what the hell's going on with them and how they feel about you all the time. Because with this Knight of Cups showing up, they're going to be telling you and showing you all the time. You have to think of the Knight of Cups like Prince Charming or Princess Charming, the one who does all of the beautiful romantic things, because they are in love. A mature love, a real love that exists between you and your person, that they have tried to suppress, that they have tried to deny, that they have tried to run away from, that they've tried to hide. But all of these things that your person tried to do to push this love away, it hasn't worked. And this is why they want to return. And this is why things are changing with that Wheel of Fortune. Just a few clicks of that wheel, a few blinks of the eye. Yes, that's an allegory. It's not literally just blink, 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 and things are going to be different, but it's just a way of expression. Your person is going to return, because change is constantly happening in the universe. And as things are today, they can be very different a few hours or a few days from now. The Queen of Wands is a fire sign, so that is Leo, Sagittarius, and Aries. And on the bottom of this deck, we also have the Three of Wands. And this is about your person longing for you. This is about them missing you, really missing you. And that is a deep longing that comes from deep within your soul. This is why they're saying with that Hermit card showing up that they're tired of being alone. They're tired of being away from you. But they know what they have to do. And they are willing up the courage and the confidence to make that happen, to reach out and communicate with you, because the Knight of Cups energy is also a card of communication. Longing you and missing you, longing for you and missing you. But this is also about them making their journey back towards you, this Three of Wands. And it tells us that they are definitely making progress, but also that the wait is almost over, because they are doing what they can do to turn around and start their journey back towards you. We also have the Knight of Pentacles. The Knight of Pentacles is someone who thinks quite a bit. I like to call the Knight of Pentacles Sir Thinks a Lot, because they do spend a lot of time thinking. And I do feel your person has been spending a lot of time thinking, but not in this obsessive dwelling place of what if, what if, what if. This is more about a plan and a strategy, which actually makes sense because the Emperor is here as well. Your person returning to you more grounded than the person who disappeared. The person showing you dedication and determination, much more so than the person who vanished. Your person being able to be devoted to you and to this relationship, because the Knight of Pentacles is thinking about what this partnership will look like from the long term, figuring it all out in their head, devising a plan, making a plan. Maybe they have a spreadsheet, crossing all the T's and dotting all the I's and doing whatever is necessary to make this become a reality. The Knight of Pentacles does spend a lot of time thinking, but they're doing it in this place of quiet strategizing, because they want their plan to be successful, because we have to also consider the Emperor, who does not fail. The Emperor makes everything happen the way that it needs to. The Knight of Pentacles is an earth sign, so that is Taurus, Capricorn, and Virgo. We also have the Three of Swords on the bottom, which actually makes sense with that Eight of Cups. And the Three of Swords is a card of sorrow and sadness, and I feel that your person definitely feels the loss of you at the moment. They are seeing what life without you feels like, actually, and it is not a happy experience for your person. And they don't want to continue living the way that they are without you in their life, which is why they are getting rid of their baggage and getting rid of everything else. Your person's disappointed in themselves. They're embarrassed. They're ashamed of themselves. And I do feel for some of you, your person may even be humiliated for how they acted, for not clearly thinking through their choices and decisions, for not clearly thinking through the words that they were saying to you. But maybe your person doesn't have an edit button in general, but they just kind of blurt out whatever. But they see that they should have been more careful in their choice of words in regard to the things that they said to you that were so very hurtful. They can't take back what they said. They wish they could take it back and just swallow it all down and follow it with some water, but that's not going to work for your person. They know that they're going to have to show up and start showing you that things can and will be different moving forward. But that is what that Wheel of Fortune is for. Your person definitely feeling this sadness though right now, guys, with that Three of Swords being there. But the Wheel of Fortune is also the Wheel of Karma. The Wheel of the Universe is the Wheel of Karma, telling us that perhaps your person is having to deal with their sorrow and sadness, because sorrow, sadness, and karma are all great teachers, and your person definitely learning the life lessons that they need, because that is how that reading started with that Eight of Cups. We also have the Eight of Wands on the bottom, which is about things getting unstuck here. Now, what I like about the Eight of Wands and the Emperor showing up together on the bottom row is that things are going to get unstuck with a big jolt, and your person is going to be coming towards you when you least expect it. It is just going to hit you out of left field, and they're going to be coming towards you with a lot of energy, with a lot of love and passion, because we also have the love and passion of the Queen of Wands and the Knight of Cups, and the passion and love of the Emperor as well. Your person being able to show up and do what is necessary to make things happen in a way that they were perhaps not willing or couldn't make happen before. But I'm going to grab some oracle cards now, and we're going to see what else we need to know for this message today, please. Let's see what else we need to hear. What do we need to know for this message? What is coming through, please? What do we need to hear? What does the universe want to share with the collective? This is assessing. And this comes with number 9, if anyone resonates with number 9, although that is the number of the Hermit, actually. I just noticed something very unusually strange, but also cool. This hot air balloon is actually her dress. That's kind of cool. But I feel that this is about your person assessing everything. Using the energy of that Knight of Pentacles to assess where they've damaged this relationship, to assess where they need to make adjustments and changes within themselves, to really figure out how they're going to do this, because they know that they've let you down. They've let themselves down as well. They've let God and the universe and the heavenly administration all down also. But they know that they need to make changes because they know that this story between the two of you isn't finished. They know you have unfinished business with each other. They know that there is a love destiny that is here between you that still has to be worked out and that still has to be fulfilled. And that is what the combination of the Wheel of Fortune and the Ace of Cups is about. Yes, there is a love destiny here between you and your person. And you haven't even begun to tap the surface of that yet. That is something that is still coming. But let's see what else we need to know. Let's see what else we need to know for this reading today, please. What other messages are coming through? What does the collective need to hear? What do we need to know, please? Dragonfly Spirit. This is about change. This card comes with number 12. If anyone resonates with number 12. Dragonflies are so beautiful. They have the most beautiful wings. But I feel that this is about your person definitely going through a transformation. And that makes sense with the Eight of Cups and the Hermit, actually. But I feel what this is also telling us is that your person has had a major shift in perspective and they see things very differently now, especially when we consider the assessing card. Your person being able to assess those things within themselves that have needed work, the things within them that caused them to damage this connection. These are the things that your person is addressing and working on and fixing and healing and releasing. That is a fire engine, guys. And it is not about a fire at my house. It is actually about Santa Claus on that fire engine. So I apologize for that. But happy holidays for those of you that are watching this reading. I have no control over the sirens on the fire engine, but happy holidays. That was Santa on the fire engine. Anyway, so I feel that your person is able to assess those things within them, and they see it now with much greater clarity and understanding than they ever have before. They just hope that you are willing to understand it as well as they return to you. But let's see what else. Thicket of Thorns, and this says uncertainty. And this card comes with number 43. So I do feel that this is a couple of things here. First of all, I feel that your person is uncertain in their mind as to whether or not you would allow them back into your life. I feel you guys as well watching the reading may be uncertain, or some of you may be uncertain that this person is going to return to your life. The question is, what are you going to do? The light of the sun, the light of the divine is shining down and illuminating this path, telling your person to go forward, to step forward and trust in what they feel in their heart. And your person is listening to the divine. They are listening to the divine guidance of the universe. You guys as well. Are you listening to the divine guidance of the universe? Because things are changing in this connection with your person. We have seen it all over this reading. Try to squash that uncertainty in your minds, guys, because that is something that does live in our head. That is where our fears are constantly yapping away at us. Turn those fears off, because your person is having to turn their fears off as well. And trust and believe in what you know inside your heart and inside your soul. And have faith in that. And that is truly part of this connection. It's part of the process and part of this journey to arrive at the greatest love story and the greatest love destiny that you will have ever achieved or experienced in your lives, because that is the ultimate goal and end game of this connection with your person. But let's see what else Let's see what else we need to hear. What do we need to know, please? What is coming through? I question if I deserve you. Well, I do feel that this has been something that your person has questioned off and on. I do feel that that is a true statement. But I feel that what they are doing is making themselves worthy of you. They want to feel and believe within their heart and within their soul that they do deserve someone as magical, as wonderful, as beautiful, and as loving as you are. This can be their insecurities, but the energy of the Emperor is right here on the table. The Emperor has no insecurities, and this is the energy that your person is embracing within themselves as they come back in your direction, because they know that this is what they have to do. They know that they have to grow up. They know that they have to become accountable and responsible, and they know that they're going to have to invest all of it, all of them, into this relationship with you. They are hoping that you are going to give them an opportunity to come back into your life. But let's see what else we need to know for this message today, please. What else do we need to hear? What does the collective need to know? I'm sorry I put the blame on you. Well, they're going to apologize for so much more than that. And that is the energy of the Knight of Cups actually coming towards you with a message of apology, because the Knight of Cups is the one who is going to apologize. That is the energy of the person that's going to apologize, or your person embracing the energy of the Knight of Cups to ask you to forgive them. And they know they shouldn't have blamed you for these things that they did. But that is all part of self-sabotaging behavior. That is all part of them feeling unworthy of you and of this connection. But they have had to make themselves worthy of you and of this love, which is what they have been doing during the time that you have been away from each other. Because those first two tarot cards that came out today tell us that that is what they have been doing. Making those changes within them, all of the things that have held them back, all of the things that have tied them down, all of the obstacles, all of the blockages, all of the interference is going to have to be gone from your person to make their way towards you. But they can do this. You guys did it yourselves. Your person can also do this. But they do regret blaming you for things, and they feel so bad for that. But that was all part of their self-sabotage, their feelings of unworthiness, and they are sorry for blaming you, because they can feel and understand now through their own broken heart and sadness and tears and grief that they are experiencing with that Three of Swords, that they have no one at all to blame for any of this but themselves. They know that they are the one who is accountable, or who is accountable and responsible for this. And you're going to see them take ownership of it and show up and be so much more responsible, accountable, and dependable than they have been in the past as well. I shouldn't have tested your love for me. Well, yes, that's very true. But your love for them remains constant. They know and understand within their heart and within their soul that your love for them remains a constant presence, because they can feel your love. They just can feel it. You send them love, you pray for them, and that is actually embracing them in the love that you have for them. But they know they shouldn't have tested your love by acting out, by running, by ghosting, by blaming you for things, by creating arguments and then saying it was your fault that you had an argument or a fight with each other. They shouldn't have tested your love by bringing all of their chaos into this relationship, toxic and dysfunctional behaviors, habits, people, perhaps even, they brought into this partnership with you. They shouldn't have tested you for anything, but yet they did. And through all of it, they could see that your love for them remained constant. So what does that say about you guys watching the reading? That you are the one for them. Because you love them, you know them, and you understand them, and you get them. But that you also love them unconditionally, not to the place where you are a doormat, because that is not what it's about. This is about you being able to look at them and see and understand that they are broken, that they have messes that they need to fix, that they need to do that shadow work and go up into that hermit cave and make it happen. and get rid of it all before they come back to you. But your person does regret all of the behaviors and actions and hurtful words that tested your love for them. But let's see what else. Let's see what else we need to know for this message today, please. What do we need to hear? What is coming through, please? I know I disappointed you. I disappointed myself too. Yes. Again, they have no one to blame but themselves. They are in the situation that they are in because of their choices, their actions, their decisions, their words. And they cannot blame you for any of it. But they have disappointed themselves, and through that disappointment, they can see where they hurt you because they are feeling it at the moment, guys. That's what that Three of Swords is about. Your person feeling that disappointment in themselves, having to acknowledge it, having to accept it, having to say, I am responsible for the way that I am right now, which is why I have been working on myself, which is why I have needed to fix these things that have brought this damage into this relationship in the past. And no longer wanting to be that person who is acting from a place of immaturity or acting from a place of fear or insecurities or illusions or anything else, because your person is going to be strong, courageous, brave, moving forward because they are embracing the power that is within them, that they have been finding during the time that you have been away from each other. But let's see what else we need to know. Let's get some more information and see what else is coming through for this message today, please. What else do we need to hear? What do we need to know? What messages are coming through? What does the collective need to hear for this message today, please? What do we need to hear? What do we need to know? What is happening here? Guilt. Well, this actually makes sense because I do feel that your person feels guilty. And I feel that that is something that hit them right away when they ran, when they ghosted, when they turned all of this off, when they denied this connection because they couldn't believe that they were acting and behaving in ways that they were so hurtful to you, but also to themselves. And I do feel that there is an apology that's coming with that. And that is the energy of that Knight of Cups coming towards you with that apology. But that Knight of Cups is also someone who's going to come at you to present themselves to you again as a romantic candidate, as a romantic partner, because your person is hoping that you're going to forgive them as they make this apology and give them the opportunity to prove themselves to you. But I do feel your person does feel a lot of remorse. And they are ashamed of their behaviors. I feel that they have taken ownership of this, and that is how this reading started as well with that Eight of Cups and the Hermit. Your person has gone into this hermit mode in this place of self-imposed isolation because they didn't want to talk and they didn't want to, well, because they were running and ghosting from you and from this connection. And then they've stayed in that cave now because they have been working through their issues, because when we are doing that inner work, we have to do it by ourselves. If we are doing shadow work, that is very much a solo task, and no one can really be around us when we're doing that because we are really looking at some icky, nasty stuff within us, and it's hard to accept the way that we have been, the way that we've treated others, the way that we have hurt other people. It can be a really difficult thing to acknowledge and accept. And this is what your person has been doing during the time, which is why they can apologize for blaming you, which is why they can acknowledge that they disappointed both of you, which is why they can say, I shouldn't have tested your love for me. What the hell was I thinking? That was not the best use of my time, and things would be so different now if I hadn't done that. But let's see what else is coming through, please. Pop-up, surprise visit, surprise, reaching out, or in person. Well, I feel that this is telling us that there could be an out-of-the-blue communication coming from your person. And that makes sense as well, because we do have that Eight of Wands, which is about things all of a sudden getting unstuck and getting moving, especially with that Emperor being there as well. Or perhaps just showing up at your house, reaching out to communicate, or showing up at your house in person, surprise, and then they're going to want to talk and they're going to want to explain themselves to you. and apologize to you. But I feel that this is something that is coming, because it is all over the reading that things are about to get unstuck, because change is coming into this connection with your person. And things are going to be different, because that Wheel of Fortune is all about positive change, especially with it being between the Sun and that Ace of Cups, which is about your person wanting to begin again. But let's see what else. Let's see what else we need to know, please. Hurting, crying, depressed, pain and sorrow. Well, you know, guys, I feel like this is something that probably applies to both of you. You've both been through a lot of crying, pain, sorrow, sadness, being depressed, because it is hard for you to be without your person. You try to find your happiness and do for yourselves as you can what you will, but it still is something that it just kind of gnaws away at you all the time, because you don't feel complete without their presence in your life. Well, they don't either. And they're having to feel this sorrow and sadness as well, because that is what that Three of Swords is all about. Grief, sorrow, sadness, missing you. And I think we had the Three of Wands as well. Yes, we did. And that is about them longing for you. Really missing you, wanting to be around you, wanting to spend time with you, because they want to return to the light of this energy that is you and to this connection. And that is what the Sun card that is buried under here is all about as well. But let's see what else we need to know. What other messages are coming through? What do we need to hear? What do we need to know, please? Determined. Well, that is the energy of that Emperor, all in one word, determined. Persistent, still holding on, and flowers and gifts. Well, I feel this tells us that your person is going to be persistent as they make their way towards you. They will be determined. You will see them with such determination and putting forth so much effort, because they want to win you back. And they need to win you back. You know why? Because you are worth it. You are the prize. And they need to earn that prize. They need to put forth the work to win you back, because you are worth it. But your person will come at you with a determination and a dedication that you haven't seen before, because they don't want to be without you. They feel what that is like. And that is not a happy feeling or experience for this person. They're going to do what is necessary to make it all up to you. They want to make amends. They want to show you how they've changed. They want to show you that they can be dependable and reliable to you and to this relationship, because they desire this fresh start with you. This is your reading for today, everyone. Thank you all so much for watching. If you enjoyed this reading, please take a moment to like, comment, and subscribe to the channel. We appreciate all of you so very much. Blessings of peace, love, and light to all of you. Have a great day, everyone.